Hi, we're in Lisbon. Big week for us. Today in the AI and Security Summit, I'm here with Christina, who's been with us the whole week. Christina, a week of impact.
Totally a week of impact, and I think I almost feel like we are building the future together with the customers and partners.
Well, we've been talking about impact, and we announced the results of our economic study impact.
And what are those results?
Well, I was really excited to see we are delivering together as a community $7.3 billion of economic value to the country, which is huge progress from last time we checked 3 years ago, 48% growth. But not only that, our customers are actually getting more value per euro invested in Microsoft software and services, up to 9.6 euros for each euro. And a very important point of view metric, we are creating more than 35,000 jobs across the country that are connected to our activity. I think it's extremely important for us to continue in this direction. Super proud of what we're doing there.
That's very impressive, and of course 35 years in the country. I mean, that's a remarkable milestone.
35 years indeed. It's been a long journey of impact, and now we're facing this new frontier of innovation. We have AI in front of us, and I wanted to get your views on, you see a lot of countries, you see what's going on. What is differentiating countries, the ones that are at the front and the ones that are not so much leading?
Yeah, I think we started to measure this AI diffusion, as we call it, because basically it is not only the inventors who are taking the benefit of a general purpose technology, yes. It is the companies who are adopting and diffusing. And I think we see quite a big difference in terms of how diffusion goes. I think Portugal actually have a strong start with 24%, but we see also some other countries, especially Northern Europe, who is above 40%. So I think the kind of healthy tension in this competition almost grows, and it becomes a point of competitiveness. But of course then to grow the diffusion, you need to trust the AI, you need to trust the technology, you need to trust your data is secure. So how do you think about this trust issue?
Well, it's perhaps the most important factor. There's two very selling points in the equation: intelligence, what the companies actually own, their IP, their knowledge, their context, and how do we put on top of that asset the full power of AI. But then there's the trust component, which is grounded on observability, governance, security, and reduction of risks. But what's important about it is that this trust is essential to give us permission to scale, to give us a permission to move from experimentation into delivering real value. This is what frontier companies are doing, actually. And I don't know, you've seen a lot of customers across. So what are those companies really doing differently?
Yeah, and I think it's pretty remarkable that the frontier companies are basically those who are having a significantly higher ROI, right? Yes. 3 times higher revenue. And I think essentially they are going beyond just the generic use cases, they are going to the core business processes. I think you have some fantastic examples in Portugal, like Nos, like Fashionable, like EDP, for example. And I think that gives them a very different also ability to translate the benefit of AI directly into the P&L, because it touches their value creation.
And that's what really development and the magic happens. Right?
Exactly. But to your point, it comes only when you develop this trust and you apply AI securely and responsibly.
Well, that's a big challenge we have in front of us. Thank you for being with us this week.
Thank you, Andres. It was amazing energy this week.
Thank you.